Welcome to today's deep dive. You walk into a massive sports bar on draft day or a sprawling airport terminal, and you look up at a giant wall of TVs.
Oh, yeah, they're always perfectly synced into one massive, crisp image of like a football field or something. It feels completely effortless.
Right. And you probably just assume there's a really long HDMI cable plugged into a server somewhere, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's designed to look simple. The illusion is the point. But behind that seamless, larger-than-life image is a highly complex, totally invisible ecosystem of heavy-duty routing hardware.
Okay, let's unpack this because we are looking at a blueprint of that modern commercial display ecosystem today. We're looking through a catalog from HDTVSupply, which is a 25-year-old global AV distributor.
Yeah, their catalog is massive.
It really is. And there's one specific device that kind of perfectly illustrates how wild this gets. It's the Turtle AV TAV-MX44VW.
Which is quite a name.
Right. It's a 4x4 4K 60 video wall, Matrix and Multiviewer, and it retails for about $2,200.
Yep, not a cheap piece of gear.
No, definitely not. But when I see Matrix and Multiviewers in the same box, I immediately think of, a high-tech traffic cop standing at an intersection, just directing ultra-high-definition video from multiple sources to multiple screens at once.
It's a solid starting analogy, I think. But what's fascinating here is that a traffic cop just points cars in different directions, right? This hardware is essentially taking those cars apart and perfectly reassembling them on the other side of the intersection.
Wait, taking them apart?
Yeah, because we're dealing with 4K 60 signals, so the raw data bandwidth is just massive. If you're splitting one source across, say, a 2x2 video wall, the Matrix isn't just routing cables.
Okay, so what is it doing?
Well, it relies heavily on internal frame buffering and exact clock synchronization.
Wait, clock synchronization? You mean like ensuring every single screen of the array receives the exact same frame at the exact same millisecond?
Precisely. Without internal genlock or, frame syncing happening at the hardware level, you get visual tearing. Yeah, imagine a football being thrown across 4 screens. If one screen's refresh cycle is even a fraction of a millisecond behind the others...
The football literally splits in half on the bezel.
Exactly. The MX44VW is manipulating these heavy streams of data, slicing them, scaling them, and syncing the output clocks so the human eye just perceives one unified, flawless canvas.
Okay, but doing this for a 4-screen setup is one thing. Here's where it gets really interesting, because looking at the scale of operations here, HDTVSupply isn't just selling these small 4x4 setups.
No, not at all.
They're building custom network matrices capable of routing up to 160 TVs for mega sports bars. At that point, you aren't just managing traffic, you're running like a major metropolitan power grid.
Yeah, it's wild. And that level of scale and extreme reliability is exactly why this technology isn't just for entertainment. If we connect this to the bigger picture, you have to look at the enterprise and government purchasing sections they feature.
Right, there's a huge section for that.
Exactly. You see listings for federal GSA schedules, NASA CM, TAA-approved products.
Let me stop you right there, because that is a lot of government acronyms. I know TAA stands for the Trade Agreements Act, which basically just ensures the hardware is manufactured in approved secure countries.
Right.
But why does a video matrix need top-tier federal supply chain clearance?
Because, well, these exact same matrices act as the secure nervous system for military command centers, emergency response hubs, and even the Pentagon.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I mean, if a 160-screen matrix glitches in a sports bar, people just groan. If a massive multiviewer goes down in an air traffic control center or a situation room, lives are literally on the line.
That is a terrifying amount of pressure for a piece of hardware.
It really is. Contracts like NASA SU are massive government procurement vehicles designed specifically for secure IT and AV solutions. The government needs absolute certainty that their real-time data routing can't be compromised, hacked, or just fail under stress.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, the next time you're sitting in a sports bar or, walking past a flawless 10-panel video wall at the airport, you'll know that the magic is just an illusion.
Perfectly designed to look simple.
Right. There is a powerful, highly secure hardware matrix quietly running the show from a server rack in a back room somewhere, perfectly syncing every single frame.
And, the demands on those matrices are only growing. As we rapidly push past 4K into 8K displays and beyond, the data load becomes exponentially heavier.
Oh yeah, that's a ton of data.
Exactly. Which kind of leaves you wondering, will the true technological bottleneck of our future be the screens themselves, or will it be those invisible traffic cops struggling to properly route billions of pixels in real time before the illusion shatters?